Buy tickets in advance for best selection at JurassicQuest.com.
I'm David Bradley. Join me weeknights on ABC7 News.
Live from Amarillo, working in the Panhandle spirit, ABC7 News Midday starts now.
Thank you for being here this morning. I'm Johnny Atkinson, and this is ABC7 News Midday. Well, before we get to our news, Corbin Vogus is here to tell us what we can expect for our weather. Corbin?
Thanks, Johnny. Yeah, it's still a very cold day out there this morning. Again, a lot of us still below freezing, but we do get to start to thaw out this morning once we start to jump into the afternoon hours, but we'll be kind of chilly.
Be warming up for the weekend?
It does. It looks like we're going to be on that warming trend here over the next 7 days. Next week, for the first week of March, looks like it's going to be probably very warm. We're looking at 60s and 70s. Let's take a step outside and take a look out at Childress right now. They are still very chilly at 21 degrees. Got a lot of cloud cover over them. If we take a look at your temperatures across the entire region, everyone still is below freezing. 24 in Amarillo, 22 in Dalhart, and those wind chills are starting to come up, but they are still very cold. We'll talk a little bit more about your full weather forecast coming up in 15 minutes. Until then, Johnny, back to you.
Thank you, Corbin. Well, the much-feared full-scale Russian military assault on Ukraine is happening right now. Ukrainian officials say that Russian troops crossed the border near several major cities in the early morning hours. Russian military is now attacking Ukraine on the ground and with aerial bombs. The Ukraine president has declared martial law, calling on world leaders to intervene. ABC's Faith Abube has the latest.
This morning, the dramatic images of a Russian military invasion. The state border guard of Ukraine releasing this video showing tanks and other Russian military vehicles driving into Ukraine, where the border meets Russia and Belarus. Ukraine's military air bases, key infrastructure and air defense systems under Russian attack. The country waking up to air raid sirens and Russian ballistic missiles going off. This video capturing a plume of smoke and an explosion in the distance near Kharkiv, Ukraine's second largest city. More reports of flares and sounds of explosions in several eastern cities and near the nation's capital of Kyiv. Our Ian Panel is there.
I've seen a large flash in the distance over there, again followed by a boom some minutes later.
Russian President Vladimir Putin essentially declaring a full-blown war overnight, saying a special Russian military operation is underway in Ukraine.
I think we've passed the point of no return.
In a new video, Ukraine's president telling civilians to stay inside and remain calm, and then calling on the world to respond to the Russian attacks. But overnight, Putin warning that any countries that interfere with its plans in Ukraine will face, quote, consequences they have never seen. The UN Secretary General in an Emergency Security Council meeting urging Putin to instead give peace a chance. As the session wrapped up, the Ukrainian ambassador confronting his Russian counterpart.
There is no purgatory for war criminals. They go straight to hell, Ambassador.
And President Biden will address the nation later on today, announcing what he says will be severe sanctions to punish Russia. They could involve cutting off Russia from all Western financial institutions. In Washington, Faith Abube, ABC News.
Well, switching now to local news, the Panhandle Community Partnership, formerly known as No Limits, No Excuses, is continuing to educate students about post-secondary career paths. Data shows only 35% of Panhandle residents between the ages of 25 and 34 have a post-secondary credential. The partnership works with leaders in education, nonprofits, and businesses to raise awareness about the resources that are available. This includes trade programs, scholarships, and financial aid opportunities. The goal is to increase Panhandle residents' quality of life.
And for the community, it's major benefits. When our neighbors do better, we do better. When our neighbors are earning more money, they're spending more money, adding to our economy. They're paying more taxes, which gives our local governments more resources to provide more services to the whole community.
Well, data shows that 55% of students in the Panhandle come from economically disadvantaged families. And for inmates, the impact of education carries far beyond the walls of a prison. Amarillo College recently received a grant to enhance their prison education programs. ABC7's Mitchell Downing has the details.
Tamara Clunas, Vice President of Academic Affairs, says that these programs are a matter of public safety.
Research is really clear that when prisoners are paroled or released from a facility, when they have in their hand a credential that has them ready for the labor market, they actually don't go back to prison. and they become productive citizens in our community.
Data shows that completing education programs equips prisoners for re-entry into society.
It actually helps them to transition better, because instead of worrying about employment and job training, they can actually focus on family reunification, and which also is significantly associated with them not going back to prison.
Since 1994, incarcerated people have been prohibited from receiving Pell Grants that provide state-level tuition aid programs. However, this will all change soon, with Pell eligibility being restored for prisoners nationally.
This grant will actually provide us with technical assistance to be prepared, because we expect a significant increase in the number of students that will be served by the project. And so this technical assistance allows us to build the infrastructure, work with our Texas Department of Criminal Justice partners and the Wyndham Education School District for Texas inmates.
Amarillo College is currently offering largely technical education programs for inmates. This includes automotive and diesel, with plans to expand with welding, machining, and CDL programs. These expansion plans are being helped made possible from a $100,000 grant provided by the Ascendium Education Group. Reporting in Amarillo, I'm Mitchell Downing, ABC7 News.
Well, the Canyon City Commission recently approved the city's first ever strategic plan. The hope is this will guide the city through the next 15 years. Success of the strategic plan depends in large part on whether the commission and the city are on the same page. In terms of goals in the upcoming years, the commission will continue to align with the needs of the community as best as they can.
And these goals are set for the next 5 years. Some of the goals are strategically set for the next 10 years, so that we would continue to move in the same direction. And each year we'll address those goals and make sure that those are still the commission's goals.
Well, a new report shows while COVID-19 infections are on the decline, the aftermath of this virus is still very much on the rise. Medical reporter Liz Bonas shares what's been discovered and how to intervene.
Hey there, hello to you. It is not the usual complication that you think is associated with the aftermath of a diagnosis of COVID-19, but providers tell us that they have seen what this new report shows, this virus taking a toll not only on the body, but also the mind.
You may not notice, classical symptoms of depression or anxiety. You may notice that you're sleeping worse.
From our sleep to our mood, researchers in the British Medical Journal have now discovered if you've had COVID-19, you are 60% more likely to suffer serious mental and emotional health problems up to a year after your infection. Those most reported: anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, drug and alcohol use, and problems with thinking and concentration.
Some people may wake up and notice like it's harder to get out of bed.
Dr. Walter Wilson is a child and adolescent psychiatrist who shared with me this is crippling news on top of a second report released this week by the CDC. It says pediatric emergency department visits for mental health also spiking, especially in teen girls. Teen Diana Jolie told me she can relate.
I think it's hard because a lot of times kids go to social media, and then it can lead to kids talking about each other.
In the COVID-19 aftermath, it appears the brain may either be impacted from the damage of the virus itself.
And then there may be some neurobiological things associated with COVID that may even trigger anxiety and depression.
As for how to intervene, especially in younger people, mental health advocates say this.
Pay attention to your teens and allow them to communicate their feelings and not suppress their feelings. That's important.
Of course, this does remind us, if you are struggling with any of these symptoms, whether you've had the virus or not, make sure you tell your primary care doctor. I'm medical reporter Liz Bonas. Now back to you.
Well, a report released today from the Associated Press also says that COVID-19 is taking a mental toll on healthcare workers. It's been so difficult, many are showing physical and emotional signs of burnout, and others have had to leave the profession altogether. Coming up on ABC7 News Midday, gun sales are down in the Lone Star State. Jane King will have that and more in the Texas Business Report, so stay with us.
And it's going to be a very chilly finish to this work week, but we start that slow climb to well above normal temperatures next week. We'll take a full look at your forecast in just a few minutes.
I'm your cat. And ever since you brought me home that day, I've been plotting to destroy you. This is 1 billion years of tiger DNA just ready to pounce. And if you got the wrong home insurance coverage, You could be coughing up the cash for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like meow.
Mayhem is everywhere, so get a local Allstate agent. Call Matt Moles, serving the Texas Panhandle for over 18 years.
Savings at Lazy Boy are exciting enough that we don't need confetti, but why not? Don't worry, I'll clean it up.
The President's Day sale. Save up to 40% off throughout the store. Lazy Boy. Live life comfortably.
Panhandle winters can be tough. Let ProTech Auto Body take care of your auto body needs. High-quality collision repairs and unequaled customer service backed by a lifetime warranty. We work for you and take care of all the hassle, so you can concentrate on getting back on the road as soon as possible. ProTech Auto Body. When other drivers struggle, don't worry. We fix trouble.
He's trying to fix the electrical.
Yes, ma'am. We repair electrical fast.
Great. How soon can you be here?
Hi, I'm from Patrick.
Patrick Electric. When you need help fast, call us. We strive for same-day service and offer 24-hour emergency service. And everything we do comes with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Patrick Electric. Not just fast, Patrick Fast.
Patrick Electric.
When we say we celebrate lives, we mean all the mornings up before the sun, the memories shared, and sacrifices made. The fun we had with those in our lives when we dared to try something new. And every time we made it home for supper. Cox Rowley Funeral Home. We celebrate lives.
I'm Mitchell Spector, owner of Woodbridge Home Solutions, and I've got great news. The wait for your new windows is over. Why Woodbridge Windows? Our windows are locally made, right here in Texas, by Texans. And every window is upgraded to triple pane glass, free of charge. That means beautiful, noise-reducing, energy-saving windows all year long. And that, my friends, is why Woodbridge.
Right now, buy one window, get 140% off. Call or visit Woodbridge Home Solutions today.
Savings at Lazy Boy are exciting enough that we don't need confetti, but why not? Don't worry, I'll clean it up.
The President's Day sale. Save up to 40% off throughout the store.
Lazy Boy. Live life comfortably.
Well, a Texas oyster company earns rare and global recognition, and Texas gun sales continue to surge. Jane King is at the NASDAQ with those stories and more in today's Texas Business Report.
Hello, Texas. SafeHome.org says firearm sales fell 13% from the high of 2020, but were still 40% higher than 2019. Texas, along with Florida, California, and Pennsylvania, also more than 1 million gun sales last year. Well, Texas-based Prestige Oysters has been awarded a rare thing. It's the only sustainable oyster fishery in all of the Americas and only one of 6 in the world. The award comes from the London-based nonprofit Marine Stewardship Council, which certifies sustainable fishing efforts around the globe. Well, Texas has a handful of cities on the least affordable places to live and work. Good Hire says Corpus Christi was 3rd least affordable. El Paso and McAllen also in the top 10. The study weighed 7 factors: wage growth, unemployment rate, job growth, job openings, rent prices, real estate prices, and per capita personal income. From the NASDAQ market site, I'm Jane King with your Texas Business Report.
You won't faze me. Unlike Zyrtec, Allegra won't make me drowsy.
Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin. So trees, you won't take me down. When allergies attack, take Allegra.
Before your symptoms take over you.
Live your greatness.
When the hands that do the fixing need fixing. When the hands that do the caring need caring. That's a job for O'Keeffe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream and guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keeffe's for healthy feet.
Looking to get back in your type 2 diabetes zone? Once weekly Ozempic can help. Ozempic is proven to lower A1C. Most people who took Ozempic reached an A1C under 7 and maintained it. And you may lose weight. Adults lost on average up to 12 pounds. In adults also with known heart disease, Ozempic lowers the risk of major cardiovascular events such as heart attack, stroke, or death.
Ozempic helped me get back in my type 2 diabetes zone.
Ozempic isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take Ozempic if you or your family ever had medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2 or if allergic to it. Stop Ozempic and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or an allergic reaction. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Tell your provider about vision problems or changes. Taking Ozempic with a sulfonylurea or insulin may increase low blood sugar risk. Side effects like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea may lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
Looking to get back in your type 2 diabetes zone? Ask your healthcare provider today about once-weekly Ozempic.
You may pay as little as $25 for a 3-month prescription.
A jelly bean that's good for you? Nature's Bounty introduces new jelly bean vitamins. Good for you nutrients in a tastier for you form. More sweet dreams. More flavorful immune support. New Nature's Bounty jelly beans. Live bountifully.
Texas is a very, very special place, and we're going to keep it the way it is.
That's why President Trump's backing Kevin Sparks for Texas Senate. Trump says Sparks will defend our border and keep Texas strong.
What we cherish today can be gone tomorrow. I'm Kevin Sparks. We can't surrender our southern border. Since Biden won't step up, Texas must.
Conservative Kevin Sparks.
I am giving him my complete and total endorsement.
You don't have to spend any more time dreading your outdated flooring, kitchen, or bathroom. Renovating your home doesn't have to be a hassle. The best part about updating your home is that you get to hand select every design element. From handcrafted hardwood floors to stunning backsplashes, Gowdy is your one-stop shop for it all. It's the perfect time to start the remodel of your dreams. Because if you can dream it, we can do it.
Hey, Trent Morgan, Morgan & Myers Roofing and Exteriors. It's been our pleasure for the past 14 years to serve this community. From small roof repairs to full roof replacements, we have you covered. Morgan & Myers Roofing and Exteriors, a name you can trust. We build long-term relationships through quality work and integrity. Give us a call for your roofing needs today.
Jurassic Quest is back and bigger than ever. See life-size animatronic dinosaurs, walking dinos, baby dinos, and the huge 50-foot-long Megalodon. This weekend only at Tri-State Fairgrounds. Buy tickets in advance for best selection at JurassicQuest.com.
Tell Teddy and my kids that I love them.
The SUV went over Leon's ridge.
Civilian down, no pulse. What happened in that car?
And now, your Storm Surge 7 forecast with meteorologist Corbin Vogus.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. Let's take a quick look at our satellite imagery. You can see a lot of low clouds there just starting to slowly exit the Panhandle. It's got, again, a thin, higher band of clouds set up over the southwest side of the Texas Panhandle. You can see them off in the distance there from our sky cam out in Dumas. Current conditions there, sunshine, 19 degrees, wind chill, though, still almost in the single digits. Everyone is still technically below freezing, but we do get to thaw out, at least for some of us, later this afternoon. Wind chills down into the teens, so still going to want that jacket or winter coat if you head outside. Here's your dry eye forecast for today, a level 4 out of 4. Again, that's not going to change for quite some time, being that we are going to be very dry here for the foreseeable future. Clouds will continue to clear this afternoon. We'll end up seeing split weather. We'll have cold temperatures close to freezing in the northeast, and then we'll be up into the 40s, back off towards the southwest, towards Hereford and Clovis. We'll have another cold night tonight, clear skies and calmer winds, allowing our temperatures to tumble back down into the teens, and in some cases, back into the single digits up towards the northwest. Afternoon highs will be, once again, chilly. We did have all that winter weather, again, ice and sleet and freezing drizzle to our southeast. So even though we do have that southeast breeze, it's going to push all that cold air back up in our general direction until they can thaw out. Then that's when that Gulf moisture and that warm air really starts to return here to the high plains, which will eventually set us up with a very warm week next week. In the first week of March, temperatures by Wednesday look like they're going to be well into the 70s in some locations. Climate Prediction Center also on board with this solution. They put us at over a 60% chance that we will be above normal. And again, our normal high temperature is about 59, 60 degrees next week as we jump into that third month of of the year. Unfortunately, still looking at a very dry setup as we jump into March. That ridge of high pressure starts to rebuild and regain control over the desert southwest, so that just means that we're probably not looking at a whole lot of moisture here for the next week or two. Here's your highs this afternoon. We'll get to about 41 in Amarillo and Clarendon, 30 degrees for your high temperature up in Perryton. You stay below freezing for one more day, and then we end up in the 40s back off towards Clovis and Portales. 45 for Tucumcari, and then lows tonight will fall back to the teens and single digits. So one more cold morning that you'll want to dress in several layers and maybe take the beanie or the headgear with you, as well as some gloves, before we end up warming up some in the afternoon. Again, we do have breezy southeast winds, but that's going to push all that cold, chilly air from Wichita Falls up in our direction. We'll end up seeing temperatures climbing into the high 30s and the lower in mid 40s. For your 7-day tracker, we're going to see a lot of sunshine over the weekend. Monday and Tuesday, we finally tap back into the 60s. And again, by Wednesday, looks like a lot of us are going to be in the 70s. We'll have to watch out maybe Thursday and Friday. That looks like it could be some very warm weather and potentially some windier weather. Unfortunately, that means more fire conditions. We'll be back. Actually, Johnny, back to you.
Thank you, Corbin. Well, would you be able to do this? A deal struck between a teen and his mom, kept the kid off social media for 6 years, and put some big bucks in his pocket. Jeremy Roth explains in today's Take a Look at This.
How much would it be worth to stay off social media for most of your teenage years? For Minnesota's Sievert Klefsauce, the price tag was $1,800. When Klefsauce was 12, his mom offered him that exact amount if he stayed off social media entirely until he was 18.
Being 12, I didn't really have a great concept of money yet, so I was like, oh, sick, yeah, absolutely.
Lorna Klefsauce says she was motivated to make the deal, which she called her 18 for 18 challenge, when she saw her daughter too engrossed in her apps and feeds.
Really, it was affecting her mood, it was affecting her friendships.
Like, oh, somebody said this about you, and then, oh, somebody did this, and like, oh, can you believe that somebody's doing that? And I was really spared from all that.
Sievert says the decision was easy because he wasn't too active on social media to begin with. Now 18, this college-bound kid has cashed in on his promise kept and is now wading into the waters of social media at his own pace.
On the whole, I'd definitely say totally worth it. I mean, I'd do it again.
A pair of pups in Kansas have amassed a social media following for their viral exploits as dogs on a hog, motorcycle mutts, rough riders. Okay, I'll stop. You get the idea. Jesus Carrasco says motorcycle rides with his 2 dogs were a regular thing. He even had teeny tiny custom helmets created for his puppy passengers. But since his girlfriend started a TikTok dedicated to these chopper chihuahuas, their daily doggo drives are now enjoyed by millions worldwide.
All the way across the world, Japan, China, the UK, Mexico, you know, or even just some neighbors here in Wichita.
For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Well, as we can see in this camera from Claude, warmer temperatures are on their way. Corbin will be here next with one last look at your forecast, so stay with us.
There's a clear and present danger in neighborhoods like this. It's deadly fentanyl, and it's killing our kids. How's it getting here?
Right here, through our border. That's why Governor Abbott deployed the National Guard to assist law enforcement at the border. He's given us new authority to arrest trespassers and has increased jail capacity to handle criminal arrests. Joe Biden should be securing this border, but he won't.
That's why Governor Abbott is getting the job done.
It's motion madness at Bob Mills, and guess what? I saved the best just for you. Like this oversized poppy section with 3 recliners, cup holders, and storage featuring beautiful top grain leather. And I'm taking care of the price. It's less than $80 a month with 60 months to pay. Now remember, you'll find the best selection and price on motion furniture at Bob Mills, and you'll never deal with those dreaded shopper stalkers. So important, we're in stock.
Spokespersons for Tormey and McConnell.
You get hurt by a texting driver. What if you can't afford a lawyer?
Tormey and McConnell won't charge you 1 penny unless they win your case.
We don't get paid unless you get paid.
Not one single penny.
One of our clients injured his neck in a car wreck. We got him $118,711.63. It doesn't cost you 1 single penny. Tormey and McConnell get started on your case. If you've been hurt in a car wreck, call us. We'll go to bat for you.
Call 355-2700.
Based on the Oscar-winning film, An Officer and a Gentleman includes the best-loved hits of the 80s. Zach Mayo thinks he can do it alone with nothing but talent and drive. until he meets the drill instructor who teaches him to put ship and shipmate before self. And Paula, a woman whose own destiny may save his life. This new musical lifts us up where we belong.
March 15th through 16th at the Civic Center Complex Auditorium. For tickets, visit panhandletickets.com now.
Hi, this is Cody with High Plains Home Buyers. Do you have a house that's costing you too much time and money? Maybe you have equity you'd like to get out, or inherited a home you're not sure what to do with, or own an unwanted rental. We'll buy any property in any condition and pay cash in as little as 3 days, with no fees, no commission, and no hassle. If you're even thinking of selling your house, call us today at 806-414-1444.
No matter the condition when it's selling time, call High Plains for peace of mind.
Childers Brothers has been serving the West Texas area since 1972. That's almost 50 years of fixing foundations the right way. In that time, we've repaired over 15,000 foundations. Yes, 15,000. We have excellent reviews, and we've only ever had to go back and do additional work 3 times, which we gladly did. We fix foundations right. We treat people with respect. We charge a fair price. That's our recipe for success.
Integrity, honesty, unbeatable quality. Childers Brothers Foundation Repair.
Well, a Spider-Man cartoon meme has come to life to promote the home release of Spider-Man No Way Home. The 3 Spider-Men in the film, Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire, and Andrew Garfield, each suited up for this photo. It's a take on a 1960s cartoon of 2 Spider-Men, one of them an impersonator, pointing at each other. The official Spider-Man film account tweeted the picture and wrote, "Of course, we got the meme." The movie comes out for streaming March 22nd and on Blu-ray on April 12th, and it is available for pre-order.
Interesting. Have you ever seen that meme before? The
Nope.
Spider-Man one?
Nope, never have.
Well, let's take one last look at your forecast outside. We have got temperatures down into the 20s still. Let's take a look at what it looks like in your neck of the woods. 21 in Dumas and Borger, 19 still in both Guyman and Perryton. We've got temperatures that will eventually climb into the 40s in the southwest half of the High Plains, the Texas Panhandle, and back into New Mexico. We'll be in the 30s, though, further to the northeast that you get. So still going to be cool and chilly today. Looking like another cold day tomorrow with similar temperatures, right around 40 for us here in the Yellow City, 30s to the east, 40s to the west. But next week, Johnny, it's going to get pretty warm very quickly. We'll finally get some south winds to ramp up our temperatures. We've got a 60% chance that we'll be above normal. Looks like it's going to be likely anyway that we'll see temperatures at least in the 60s next week. A lot of models hinting that even the mid-70s are possible.
Yeah, and clear skies. It's going to look good. Well, thank you for being here for ABC7 News Midday. We're always online at abc7amarillo.com.
Make sure to stay warm, man. Have a great day today.
His car turned left and impacted my car.
Did he even see the danger?
Were you on the phone?
No.
Yes. There's light on his face, and he wasn't looking at the road. He was looking at his phone.
Judge Judy.
Today at 2 on ABC7.
A fresh start begins with fresh choices, like choosing to save more with Suddenlink. Get reliable, high-speed, 1 gig internet for just $49.99 a month. With it, you'll get a $200 Visa prepaid card, HBO Max included on us for 1 year, and a free Suddenlink stream with your favorite shows and streaming apps all in one device. Choose to start fresh by saving more on our fastest speed. Plus, as part of Optimum flexibility from Suddenlink, there are no contracts or hidden fees. And unlock even more value when you combine with Optimum Mobile. Visit suddenlink.com today.
Adobe Wall's newest location on Hillside takes center stage as the most exquisite indoor stonework showroom between Dallas and Denver. We've turned shopping for stone countertops into an art form with innovative viewing simulating various lighting effects, stone selections, and design consultation. Adobe Walls offer more stone than anyone in the region, and you'll applaud our pricing to fit any budget. Stop in one of our 2 locations. Adobe Wall Stoneworks, the most trusted name in stone.
Imagination, inspiration, renovation.
Indoors and out, you'll find it all at the TPBA 2022 Home Improvement Show. Come see all the hottest trends and styles and talk to expert home designers, builders, and remodelers. Plus, someone will walk away with a $1,000 shopping spree. The TPBA 2022 Home Improvement Show, February 26th and 27th at the Amarillo Civic Center. Admission is $5. For more information, visit tpba.org.
This week, Wheel gets into the Aloha spirit.
I love Hawaii week.
And it's a puzzle paradise.
Beaches.
Flip, flops, volcanoes.
Wheel's on island time.
I'm wearing my casual tie tonight.
Tonight at 6:30 on ABC7.
I'm Corbin Vogus.